Economic recession, civil unrest, political shenanigans, a global pandemic. This is disaster for the real estate industry, right? Negative. Welcome to your August market update.
And now, your Seattle real estate market update with Aaron Janus.
Like every month, we like to jump right into some numbers, so let's do just that. We always start with median sales price. So looking at Seattle, we're at $759,000 as a median sales price. That's up 7% year over year. On the east side, we're looking at a median sales price of $920,000, which is up 8.2% over last year. In King County as a whole, we are a median price of $670,000, which is up 7.2% year over year. Okay, now let's take a look at inventory levels. If we look at Seattle, we are down 15% year over year, but pending sales are up 20% over last year. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, but that leaves 1.5 months supply of inventory. If we look at the east side, we're down 39% year over year in terms of active listings, but pending sales are up 14% year over year. We've got 1 month's supply on the east side. If we look at King County as a whole, we're down 32% year over year with inventory, while pending sales are up 16%. We have 1.25 months of supply. This is residential, so single family residential townhomes and condos across King County. Another metric that we like to take a look at are mortgage rates, which ticked up a little bit this past week. But according to Freddie Mac, the 30-year fixed rate average is 2.96% for the week ending 8/13, incredibly low. I mean, these are historic rates and is certainly helping drive buyer activity right now. So we're down 0.64% from the same time last year when rates were about 3.6%. Another note on mortgages, if you've heard in the news that Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, who purchase, referred to as the secondary market, and they purchase a lot of the mortgages that you get from your lender, they're talking about imposing some fees. And I've had some questions about this. Those fees are just related to refinancing, not for purchase money. So just food for thought. So if you are thinking about doing a refi, get on it before they put these fees into effect. Another thing that we've been taking a look at on these market updates lately are the week-by-week stats put out by the Northwest Multiple Listing Service. If we look at new listings, what's really interesting is out of the last 7 weeks, all but one week, we've been over the number of new listings as we saw last year at the same time. And this really plays into this narrative that many of us have anticipated, that COVID has really just pushed the spring market out. So obviously March and April were not great. And so I believe that a lot of this is sort of our typical spring market being pushed out into the summer. But yeah, the last 7 weeks, all but one, we have bested 2019. Now on this next slide, also very interesting, this is the last 11 weeks of pending sales. Again, pending sales, things that have gone under contract. 11 straight weeks, we are outpacing 2019. Again, I think that plays into this whole narrative of our spring market getting pushed out here into the summer. So what does this mean for you if you're thinking about selling? Well, these numbers are great. But obviously it's really going to depend on your particular situation, your particular neighborhood, what type of home you have, what condition it's in, all of that, of course. It's obviously a really great time to sell. Some submarkets within our market are a little bit softer than others. So we'd love to talk to you about that. If you have any questions about your particular neighborhood or your home, etc., obviously we're always here for that. So what does this mean if you're a buyer? Well, again, historically low interest rates, a lot of great opportunity with that. Is it still competitive? Yes. I think the stat that I read was 40% of the homes that have been listed since the beginning of August have been an offer review period, which tends to mean that there's going to be some competition, but not always. I've personally seen a few offer reviews that received no offers thus opening the door for a better situation for a buyer. Also, we wrote up a house for a client this past week that we assumed was going to get several offers. It ended up being only 2, and our client secured the home, which was fantastic. So again, your particular situation, where you're looking, your price point, what sort of home you're looking for is, there's a lot of variables. Obviously, we're here for you to talk about your individual situation. We'd love to be a resource for you, so feel free to hit us up. Thanks again for joining us on this month's market update. As always, hit us up, send us an email, feel free to call or text me. We're happy to answer any questions that you may have about your particular situation, the market, etc. We hope that you're finding this and our other video content valuable. And please follow us. We are at JanusGroup RE on most social media. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe so you can keep up on all the latest happenings in Seattle real estate. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
House goals realized. Janus Group at RE/MAX Integrity.
It's a 2!